How did I find my own art style? Sometimes people know how to draw but don't have any kind of art style, and it can make them dislike their own drawings. You might have been in that stage where you draw something and you don't like the result, but people will tell you that it is great. If you ever got to that stage, it's probably because the final result didn't suit you or wasn't the final result you thought about. In that session, I'm gonna help you overcome that issue and find your own art style. Today I won't go into steps or a section. I'm gonna follow a line that you will have to follow to understand everything I'm trying to tell you. If there is one thing that I know helped me a lot to find my style, is understanding that an art style will evolve every day in a bad or a good way. Let's say that I'm starting to draw characters with big eyes and tiny nose. In my head, it might be a great idea, but when drawing it, it doesn't match the energy that I want to spread with the drawing. Because let's say that my main topic for my characters is something realistic. Making characters with big eyes and tiny nose will just not suit the vibe that I'm targeting. There's obviously exceptions. You can even play with the contrast of having characters with exaggerated features to spread your message, but it all depends on your vision and your end goal. You have to understand that not everything in your head is a good idea. Sometimes you might have a design for a character and you will think that it is a great idea, and that's great, but you need to know how to illustrate it. Finding a style is basically mastering your own vision of art. You might have had a character back then that you now think had a terrible design, and that's normal because, like I said, you're evolving. Even when you're drawing something that you don't think is good. If you're looking at some of the biggest artists or even mangakas, you'll see that their style changed a lot. Shite Kubo, Eiichiro Oda, and even more. They all evolved through the years, and that's why we love art. Because it's not just fun, it's also a skill that you master not in days or months, but in years, and that's what we want. And for evolving, you have to challenge yourself. The goal is just to master your art style. Try drawing animals in your style, try understanding how you want to draw shadows, how are you gonna draw anything basically, and mastering this will make you have your own thing. Before in the video, I talked about having your vibe and understanding how to spread your message. And for doing so, you need to find ideas that fit your universe. Let's say that my main topic is a futuristic world. An obvious way to spread my message and create something that feels natural is drawing robots, because it's directly linked to the future. I'm going on theme and I need to spread my message, so I'm gonna draw something that is linked to the future. A good example for this is a robot. This is a way to spread my message, and you see this everywhere. Just look at Discover from Demon Slayer. Without ever knowing the plot, you directly know that it's gonna be something about samurai and that it is not something that is happening in the present, because this character has a katana and the way they are dressed is not something happening into our time, and this helps with showing the vision you have. This advice is way more focused on world building, but it will still help you find your own art style. You genuinely have to ask yourself, who are you? What do you like? It could be your music taste or something you've always been passionate. All this will even make you discover things that you never thought you would have liked. Trying different styles can also make you realize that you like certain styles more than others, and you can even take a style and make it in your way. If you look at my drawings on Instagram, you can literally see that I tried a lot of different styles, and it made me better because when you do such, you know the rules you have to respect for drawing in a specific style. And talking about rules, if you want to create your style, you have to set features that are gonna dictate your style. Let's take those two characters. What makes them so different? The features. They don't have the same features. The one on the left is drawn with bigger lines, because yeah, this type of tiny details are actually huge. That's what you need to create something that is gonna be authentic. Now, let's see some stuff you can practice to upgrade your style. Drawing character designs is really something that helped me to upgrade my style and basically evolve through my artist journey. Because first of all, when you're doing a character design, you directly have to set features to actually show that your style is different from another. You don't want to make something that is looking exactly like something else. Like, you have to set your own thing if you actually want to create your own art style. That's basically it. And a good way to do this is character designs, because you are setting your own features, and basically it's just gonna make you better in a kind of like everything, because you're learning how to draw, for example, the head or even clothes on your character. Like, basically character design is really something that is gonna help you with a lot of things. And some useful tools to actually draw a good character design is, for example, using poses. That's genuinely important. If you're drawing a character that is just here standing by himself for no reason, like, it won't show the how the character is acting in general, because yes, poses are actually here to show how the character is acting in general. You see somebody like goofy or somebody serious, it helps to see how the character is acting in general. And then closes, it will give us the vibe of the character and context. Basically, you don't want to make a character that, like, sometimes it's cool to have simple character with simple outfits, because it's gonna show that the character is really somebody simple, not too much complicated, but it can also be something that you are gonna use to actually show the context and show where it's happening, when it's happening. So this is really important. Me, I don't like to use colors, but this is something that I'm gonna tell you. You can sometimes use colors. Sometimes I'm using colors because it can really spread emotions. You like when your drawing is actually showing emotions. You want to be able to spread something. You want to be able to touch your viewers. If you are going on my Instagram, the last drawing that I did, this is red and blue, actually for showing the colors of the police, for actually showing kind of like a criminal vibe and stuff. Sometimes you can use colors because it's gonna help spreading emotions. So then something that I really like to use it is objects, accessories. You can like basically just objects for a character. This section of the video is way more focused on creating your character designs, because it's actually what is gonna dictate your own style. Why am I telling you to draw a character with objects? It's gonna make the character look and feel way more alive, and at the same time it's just gonna train you to draw objects in your style. Basically, you can even create your own objects. Like me, for example, you can see that on my Instagram, the drawing that I did before my last drawing is basically two characters, and one of them has like kind of like a hammer. I don't even know what it is, but it was just fun to draw it because it was kind of like, I never experienced something like that before. So generally, you can even yourself go and create some objects, but basically it's just gonna make the character feel way more alive. And another thing is, it will also give context. This is really important, context, because people will not understand what you're trying to tell them with the drawing if there is no context. And then I think that this is the most important part when you want to draw a character, and that you actually want to show how you mastered your style, is using emotions. Like, this is genuinely something important. You're not just gonna make a character that is gonna be here looking at us with a straight face. You want to show that the character is alive, because using emotions on a character will actually spread emotions to the viewer, and at the same time make it like the character was way more alive. Having a straight face is also an emotion. Maybe the character is annoyed or something like that. So just be sure that you're actually showing the right emotions, and basically with time, all those things that I told you, they will make you actually have your own style. How are you gonna be able to draw clothes? How are you gonna use colors? How are you gonna make emotions, poses, objects? Everything basically is gonna dictate your own art style. And I bet that right now you haven't drawn a character design yet. And after this vid, I don't just want you to be like, oh, it's good things that he's saying here. I want you to actually apply them. Like, go, and you will need to be brave for this, because drawing character design is hard. And I'm telling you, I've been there, but you will see that you can actually surprise yourself. We are seeing a complete rise of people who wants to be artists. And my goal here is to help beginners and even already experienced artists to become better. So if you want to join us, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.